You know how we all have those games that we'd love to play but should probably never play again? Yeah, for me and my cousin, it turns out that's laser tag. A few years back, me and my cousin, I was 10 at the time, he was 11, we were taken over to this arcade called Power Zone. And Power Zone, it's this really cool arcade. It's kind of like Dave and Buster's now. Like, you have like skee ball, you have the little like motorcycle games, but what they also had in there was an indoor laser tag course. It was our first time going. So we didn't know what to expect, but we were excited because we never played laser tag inside a course before against random strangers. Like, we've only played against each other with the little cheap Toys R Us ones that strap to your chest and you get the tiny little pistol. There's two lines. There's a red line and a green line, which represent your two opposing teams. We were on red, and probably about 7 to 10 other people were on green. So on our side, it's literally 3 against 10. Yeah, just the two of us and one random stranger. And we noticed while we're in line that there's these two little kids mad dogging us, probably around like the same age as us. We kind of started getting a little intimidated, but we were like, you know what? We're just gonna have fun. This should be like a cool little new experience. What we didn't expect is just how much we were gonna get into the game. So the time finally comes, 2 escorts come out and they bring us into our different rooms. We're kind of confused because we couldn't see anything. And then all of a sudden, black lights come on. A bunch of vests and guns just lining the wall, just all start glowing. And we're like, yo, what is this? Like, what did we just get ourselves into? And like, we start getting excited. And all of a sudden the attendant just breaks into character. All right, team, here's what we're gonna do. The opposite team, they're coming in, they're trying to invade our base. It's up to us to defend it and capture theirs. So what you need to do is you need to traverse the course, get to the other side, find their pod, and just light it up. Get as many points as you can, and just try to defend it. By the end of this match, we should claim victory. So we're like, yo, this dude is dope. He's getting us all into this and everything. So like, we strap up, we're feeling all excited. We look like we're from like Tron or something, the way we were geared out. And these weren't just small guns either. These were freaking like assault rifles that we were holding. And all of a sudden the guy just looks at us, he's like, good luck. And he walks out the room. Now that he's gone, we're kind of just sitting around like, so what happens now? You know, we're calming down a bit, it's really quiet, no one's speaking. And suddenly, we start hearing beeps, and we look at the door, and we see it's counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The doors bust open. We come rushing out, and we're just ready. We're taking corners. We're like throwing hand signals. Neither of us knows what it means. We see guys start coming around the corners left and right. We're sitting there. We're trying to take them out, and they just keep coming. They just keep coming. And then we start realizing, yo, they got us pinned down. There's too many of them. So immediately, we just set up a strategy. Me being one of the faster ones, they decide that I should take the point and rush up. My cousin, he would follow me, and the other guy, he would hold down the fort. As soon as we take down enough to where I see a patch, we just dart for it. My cousin, he's taking the corner, covering me. I'm covering him. We make it all the way to the pod, and we get a few points in the board before we finally get shot down. So we go back to base, and this continues for a majority of the game. They're scoring a lot of points on us. We're scoring a lot of points on them. And we're pretty much neck and neck. And after a while, we actually start taking the lead somehow. And then that's when it happens. Somewhere, the third guy just left. He just walked out. And we had no one covering our base. And we didn't realize it until after we had died. So we go back, and we don't see him anywhere. And we look up at the scoreboard, and we're way behind. And we're just kind of like, yo, like, what are we going to do? It's only the two of us. This is going to be, like, this is impossible now. 2 against 10? So we're sitting there. We're trying to recharge, and then we notice that we're not recharging. And there's no attendant around, so we're like, what the heck is going on? We just keep hearing ourselves die. As we're recharging, we turn, and we see these 2 little kids that we noticed earlier were mad dogging us in the line. And they're just sitting there, creeped around the corner, just unloading on our vests. And no matter what we do, we can't seem to stop their laser. So we're sitting there, we're like, yo, that's against the rules. Let us recharge so we can get in this game. You're already outnumbering us. And these kids just keep laughing, and they're just shooting. And the thing is, my cousin, he's not as civil as I am. We kind of grew up with archetypes that complement each other. I was always the fast one and the kicker. He was always the powerhouse and the puncher. While we're sitting there, all of a sudden, I look to my side, I notice my cousin's not there. And he's walking up towards the 2 kids, so I'm thinking, yo, this ain't good. He's got that look in his eye. And the kids, they're just sitting there laughing anyway and just like unloading on him. And I'm like, okay, maybe he's just going to like get up closer and shoot them. But as he's getting up, I notice he doesn't have his gun raised. He flips the gun, grabs it, just cracks one kid in the jaw with it, and he goes down. He's too, like, shocked to cry. He doesn't know what to do. He's just looking up, holding his cheek like, what? His friend takes off running back to their base. I'm just sitting in the corner like, fully charged. I go running down, start unloading on their pods. My cousin, he's just in the back, smiling. He's walking through the course at this point, just unloading. And he's just taking out people while I'm shooting up their pods. No one's even getting close to our base. And then within the last like 30 seconds, we sit there, we just demolished their lead. We won that match, 2 against 10. After that, we walked out with our heads high. It ended up being a great day. For us, probably not that kid. That to this day was still probably one of the most fun experiences I've had. As horrible as that is, that it came from a kid getting pistol whipped with a laser tag gun, kind of curious as to how it'd be if we went back and we played again now. So if you're ever in this area and you want to play a little game of laser tag, hit me up. We'll see how it goes. Just make sure you don't cheat. Anyway, hope you guys liked the story, and I'll catch you guys next week. Later!